Whether you're silver, platinum, or even low immortal, these donkeys have to be some of the most annoying characters in ranked. You're holding an off angle, and boom, you just got flashed. You're trying to go for an early peek with the op, and boom, you're flashed. What the heck? Don't worry friends, I'm going to show you how to make all these donkeys cry. The first thing you must learn to prevent from getting pop flashed is you have to stop positioning yourself in open spaces. Unless you're playing Chamber, Yoru, or Jet, if you're not playing close to cover while fighting flash agents, you're as good as dead. So, at the beginning of the game, if the enemy's lineup has at least one of these agents, you now know that you cannot play within open spaces. And if you didn't know already, this is considered to be an open space. And this, and also this. If you're playing Chamber and Yoru, with one click of a button, you can teleport away. If you're Jet, you can smoke yourself off and then dash away if you're lucky. Anyone else, you're basically dead. If you are any other agent than the three previously listed, you can coordinate an anti-flash tactic with your teammate. This is when one of you is holding the angle while the other is looking away from the angle. The key to this tactic is the first player who is holding the angle is essentially the bait. The player looking away from the angle is avoiding being blinded and will quickly flick over to the flashed angle to protect their bait. As the baiter, you can either choose to look at the wall that will prevent you from being flashed or look at the ground. Most times flashes are deployed above hip height, so you'll be okay if you decide to look at the ground and then flick up once the flash has been deployed, but it's sometimes just better to look at the wall. Secondly, you need to start dodging the flashes correctly. Flashes cannot be thrown from anywhere else other than the direction from where the enemies are pushing from. If the enemy flash agent is running down B long, they will most likely flash this corner. Always think about where you'll be getting flashed from before the enemies are able to run it down on you. So if a breach flashes this wall, turn into cover or turn to the opposite side of the wall. In this example, since the breach flashed the corner to the wall of my left, I would turn my character's head to the right or straight down. Whether you flick horizontally or vertically depends on how the flash is being deployed and which direction you are most accurate with when having to flick quickly to an angle. But if I'm next to cover, things become a lot more simple. I can just go back into cover, then re-peek while expecting to get into an immediate gunfight since an enemy is likely to peek off that flash. This is just a general rule of thumb. Any rank under Radiant typically don't know how to throw coordinated and complicated flashes, so if you stick to this rule of thumb, you should be alright. But for my Jet mains, here's a tip. If you're playing against a breach and you already have an idea of where he throws his flashes, you can smoke it off to fully cover the flash. This also applies to when KO does a high pop flash, or when Sky throws a quick corner flash. For all my Jet mains, make sure to use your utility because your Vandal isn't going to save you every single time. But hitting that subscribe button will save you in every situation, so just hit it. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to start streaming within the next week, and I'll be also opening up some private coaching opportunities, so stay tuned for that. But till next time guys, Duce Duce everyone, and make sure you're subbed because you know you want to.